Right.
Okay, I think that worked. Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer from the Simon Fraser Student Society. So I'll talk a little bit about the SFSS first. Basically, we're your student society. We represent all the undergrads at SFU. We provide the UPass, we provide health and dental, other services, and fun events like this one. I'm the VP Student Life, which is why I'm here hosting this event. And we also have Anuki who will be moderating the chat. So if you have any questions that come up, like how much is one shallot, because you can see it combined, it's very confusing, then you can put it in the chat and Anuki will speak up and ask about it. And we will try our best to answer. Anuki, do you want to do a little introduction?
Yeah, for sure. So hi everyone, my name's Anuki. I'm the SFSS Faculty of Environment Representative. And I'm excited to be here. I don't know what else to say about myself.
Okay, and George, did you want to go ahead?
Oh yeah, so yeah, my name is George and I'm from Taipei, Taiwan. And I've been cooking since, I don't know, I've always loved cooking, and I went to Le Cordon Bleu in Paris last year to study culinary. And now I'm an undergrad freshman or a rising second year at UC Berkeley, and today I'm gonna show you how to make pad thai. Even though I'm not Thai, which makes this might not be like super traditional, but it's my vegan take on it, and yeah.
And I linked your recipe in the chat box, so that's his blog if you want to check it out. He also has Instagram. It's linked on the website.
Also, Jennifer, should we send out the recording of this link like to all the through email to all the participants?
Yeah, I can do that after the workshop so that it's accessible to everybody. Okay, let's get started. I'm very nervous. I'm not an expert chef, so I hope I can keep up. It looks like most people are just watching, which is fine. Hopefully you will still be entertained by my failures.
Wait, is anyone cooking? Is anyone cooking alone, or?
Put it in the chat whether you're cooking and watching. I think most people who entered earlier said they were watching. But if newcomers could just say if you're cooking alongside us or watching, that would be great.
Yeah, and this is not like sponsored in any way by Gardein. It's just the only apron I have. Yeah.
Let's get started then. What is the first step? I literally have nothing prepared.
Yeah, so so for those of you who don't know, pad thai is like a very, I think you guys should know, but pad thai is a very like traditional like Thai stir-fry dish using rice noodles, like bean sprouts, and it's like a savory sort of sweet, like tangy stir-fry, and it's like, yeah, it's amazing. So the first step is you gotta have like the proper noodles. So these are like the Thai kind of noodles. Do you have these noodles, Jennifer?
I don't know. It just says rice stick medium. Does that work? I got it from TNT.
I think so. They look good.
Okay, good.
But yeah, those are like the dried kind. But yeah, if you can't find like exactly this, because this is like specifically for pad thai, and it's like sort of fresh noodles, so it has the best texture. So if you can find this, definitely use this. But like any rice noodle will work. So yeah, here I've weighed out. I think I said 150 grams in my recipe, and you just want to, or you can just eyeball it like not much.
Okay.
But yeah, Jennifer, you want to soak these actually in warm water. Do you have warm water like available, or do you have to boil?
Yeah, I have a hot water machine.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So just so you have to soak these in warm water for like around like 4 to 5 minutes, so they kind of like soften up and become like white like this. Otherwise, they're originally sort of like translucent and dry. If you soak it beforehand, it'll be much easier to cook, and they won't like clump up while you're
What
cooking.
happens if I soak it for longer than 5 minutes?
If you soak it in the water for too long, I think it'll just like, well, it'll take less time to cook, but it'll be sort of like mushy.
It's not like cooking pasta or rice, right? It's just you kind of just soak it and then for a couple minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just put it. So I just put it in this bowl and I soaked it.
Bowl. Like, is this 100 grams? I'm just gonna assume
That seems
yes.
about right. That seems about right.
Okay, I'll just eat
That
the
seems about
extra
right.
if it's too much.
Yeah, the thing I love about cooking is you really only have to eyeball everything. So, like,
Okay, that's
I
good because I'm
waited
too
out
lazy to
because
get my measuring stuff.
yeah, I waited out just only because of the recipe, so people can like have a reference. But at the end of the day, like if you're doing like 130 grams or 170 grams, it doesn't really matter, and you can always taste to adjust.
Did you mention how much water to add?
No, you just add enough water so that all of it is soaked.
Okay, I need to bend my noodles a little bit. Okay, what's next?
So while the noodles are soaking, you can prepare your other ingredients. So I'll wait for you for a bit.
This reminds me of the meme, eggs together strong. Okay, it's fine. I think it'll still work. Would it still work if the noodles are not like soaked?
It won't be as easy to cook. But yeah, you can just soak them while we prep the other ingredients.
Okay, this is gonna turn from like
a
cooking show to like a comedy.
It's okay. I'm here for it.
I think I did that right.
Right. Maybe I should have prepped alongside you. It feels like I have nothing to do.
No, I'm fine. We can move on. My noodles are fine.
Okay. Do you have your bean sprouts ready? Oh, I mean not bean sprouts. Bean sprouts. Yeah. They look like this.
Yes.
Just get like 2 handfuls of it and put it in the bowl.
See, those are the instructions that I understand. 2 handfuls, not 100 grams. Okay, I need another bowl. Okay, I think I'm ready. Okay, yes. I just put them in a bowl. That's easy.
Yeah, I mean you're like the bean sprouts. Actually, we don't cook them that much. We add them like right after everything is done because you want them to have like that nice crunch. You want them to be like, yeah, you don't want them to be super like soggy. Okay, and do you have your shallots ready?
Oh, okay. I was very confused because you said the recipe required 1 shallot and then I grabbed one and it was like this.
Just like take
so
out
it has
one
to be
bulb.
like, okay.
Yeah, just one bulb.
Will I cry when I cut these?
No, you'll be fine.
Okay, good. Shelly, I can see you. Okay, it's fine. I got this.
Shallots are a lot more mild than onions, so you actually you probably won't even cry at all. Like feel any like tinge.
They're
yeah,
purple,
nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's my grandpa. Yeah. Okay, and then I mince them.
Oh yeah, so I'm actually just using like tiny pearl onions because I ran out of shallots, but it's pretty much the same. So
it's so hard
can you guys see? So yeah, just cut it in half first, and then I usually just you can just cut it how you would cut an onion.
This is not like an onion. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. When you try this at home by yourself, you will know. This is a very weird thing.
It's a tiny onion. Why is it so weird?
It's just so small. Okay, and I only need one, right? So I think I'm pretty much done.
Yeah, I'm cutting it up because I have more than one.
I should have brought my goggles. I can feel the sting.
Really?
Maybe my eyes are just really sensitive. But you know, when I usually cut onions, I would wear goggles, and my sister makes fun of me. But it protects my eyes.
It's a good precaution.
Do you wear the goggles over your glasses or like without?
No, I take off my glasses and then I cut them, which can be dangerous because I can't see what I'm doing. This is why I'm not an expert chef. Okay, I'm gonna start preparing the garlic now that I'm ahead.
Wow, you're ahead.
Yeah,
no, okay.
I won't be ahead for much longer. Do you know how much garlic I need? Like,
I'm using 3 cloves.
Oh, perfect. That's what I have too. Oh, and another tip I heard is if you freeze your onion beforehand, you're less likely to cry.
Really?
Yeah, like just put your onion in the freezer for like 5 minutes or something. There's something to do with like the chemicals or something. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
I don't know. I don't really mind. I think it's nice to cry sometimes. Get your emotions. No.
Wait, do I mince the garlic too?
Yeah. So, I already peeled them, but here's the garlic, and
you already did it.
I already peeled it.
Okay. Shoot.
Now
I have to catch up again.
Do you know how to do it like mince the garlic?
Yeah.
You just want to the quickest way is just to slap it against the
I'm not strong enough for that. I'm sorry.
cutting board. No, you're strong enough. Just press on it like that.
I don't know. I haven't been to the gym since gym's closed. This is
you can use your whole body weight as well if it's weight like that until it's pretty flat, and you can just very easily chop it up.
Okay. Oh, my chopping speed is, oh my god, you're so fast. I can't do this.
I have too much on my chopping board. But also a little tip is when you're chopping garlic and you want it to be a nice fine consistency, you can scrape it against the cutting board like that.
That's such a useful tip because I like it fine, but I never heard about that.
Yeah. So when you do that, it's because you're squeezing. Yeah, just when you squeeze it flat, it's just so much easier to chop, finely chop them, or even you can get a grated consistency if you do it hard enough.
I think I should have peeled all my garlic first, because now the garlic peels are getting in between my chopping. Hopefully they're still edible.
Yeah, you should have a little bowl for discarding waste right beside you, so you won't overcrowd your cutting board. I usually don't overcrowd it like this as well. I usually just have one thing on the cutting board.
I just don't want to wash my bowls, so I don't use bowls. Okay, I think I'm done. They're not chopped very finely, but I think that's fine. I don't like my garlic to be that fine, so I'm done.
Okay, good. Scallions, you have them?
Yeah, everything is done and minced to the best of my ability. I don't know if you can see, but
so scallions. Colorful. Do you have these?
I will get them.
You need 2 of them, or one big one or 2 small ones.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, she says that they're getting many tips for cooking in general right now.
Oh, that's great.
That's great. I have more tips if anyone.
Okay, wait, can you explain to me what the difference between scallions and green onions are? Because I only have green onions.
Pretty much the same.
Oh,
I think,
okay.
yeah, I think they're the same. This is like how different people call it. Actually, I'm not sure if they're like, don't quote me on this, but I consider them pretty much the same.
Well, I'm just gonna use them and hopefully they work for this recipe.
With scallions, probably usually people classify scallions as like the ones that are like the smaller ones.
So I just
Green
searched it
onion.
up, and they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh. You should put that in your recipe on your blog and just put like scallions bracket green onion so people don't get confused. And I need
That's
two,
true.
right? And I just chop it?
Oh yeah, no, just you don't have to chop it finely, just like sort of segment it. So
Okay,
like
but
segment.
the bottom is white and then the top is green. So is there a difference? Because my mom tells me to put the white part first because it takes longer to cook. Right?
Oh yeah, for this you don't need the whites for this one. But
so I just
I realize you have a different one than me. Like mine is just mostly green. So yeah, just use the green parts because you don't need the whites.
Okay.
Well, or you can use both. Honestly, like I don't think it matters that much. It doesn't matter that much because it's like still green onion after all. It won't be that much different.
I like your background. It's SFU, right? The new Student Union building.
Oh, another tip is I love growing green onions. Literally, if you put the bottom, sometimes they have the little roots. If you just put that on a glass of water and then you swap out the water when it gets murky, you can grow green onions. It's really easy.
Oh yeah.
Too.
Yeah, that's
you can do
really,
that with
really
sprouted
good.
garlic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really that's a really good tip if you're just gonna like use like a little bit at a time, like for garnish. That's like awesome because you can just cut off the top and keep growing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done that a long time, and now I kind of don't do it because it smells kind of bad. I don't know.
I really hope my wireless earbuds don't fall anywhere. My noodles look good though.
Oh wait, yeah. Has it? Oh yeah, it's been soaking for a good amount of time now, so you should drain it.
It's been 5 minutes?
I think it's been more than 5 minutes.
Wait, so what should it feel like?
Sorry.
You can go ahead.
For 5 minutes, or is it like 5 to 10 minutes?
I usually just go for like I mean, I go for like 4 to 5 minutes actually, but it's just more. It's mostly dependent on visuals. So just look at it. If it looks white, like not very translucent, then it's ready.
Wait.
And it's like softened.
I think the TNT noodles need to be cooked.
Really?
Where are the instructions for this?
Actually, yeah, I think it's different. Yeah, you should.
It says
I
have to submerge in boiling water. Oh, I should have read these first.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you because it looks very different. I was gonna tell you should probably just read the noodle like labels because on like my package says something different than yours.
Okay, it says for soup, I put it in boiling water, but for stir fry, I have to pre-soak them in cold water or at room temperature until they soften. So I think we're fine.
Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good.
Okay, I'm just gonna go drain these then.
Yeah, just drain them. Let me drain mine.
Okay, what's next?
A little pro tip for pad thai is, you can get like a tiny drop of oil and put it in the rice noodles beforehand, like a tiny bit, so they don't clump up that much. So just like a very tiny bit.
I noticed that on the recipe it said peanut oil, but can we replace it with like sesame oil? Because I have that at home. Well,
sesame oil is very fragrant. You might not want to use that. You should use like just vegetable oil if you have that.
Okay. Or like canola or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to massage the oil into the noodles.
Yeah, just sort of mix it a little bit. You'll find that like they're not clumping anymore that much.
Okay, I'm glad you guys can't see my table because it's a mess.
But yeah, I put peanut oil in the recipe because that's like how like the traditional like Thai grandmas how they used it, how they cooked pad Thai, and I wanted to keep it like as close as possible. It makes a very tiny like difference in flavor, but in my opinion, you can just add more peanuts like on top to get it.
But obviously, if you have a peanut allergy, you don't have to do that, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right, now we have pretty much everything prepped. Other than like, do you have chilies?
I
You
do
can
not.
omit these if you.
I can't spice things. I just can't handle spice. So I'm omitting like sriracha and like every other spicy thing in this recipe. So.
Really?
Yeah, I can't.
I need spice. Sometimes like I just add like I ask for chilies and like stuff when I go to restaurants.
Well, you can add extra spice. I'm not putting any in. There's the recipe link again if anyone wants to take a look for our newer attendees.
Yeah, so if you want spice, I have these like you can use fresh chilies or dried chilies. I like dried chilies because they won't go bad. But yeah,
Just don't touch your eyes when you're cutting these.
Yeah. I removed the seeds as well because I think like these dried chilies are actually not very spicy and they give a really like nice flavor.
Those are more for like aromatics, right?
Yeah.
Do you use like Thai chilies too? Because we have a lot of those at home.
Oh yeah. Thai chilies is probably a more legit use.
But I wasn't sure if they actually put that in pad Thai or not, but
yeah, Thai chili is a bit more spicy, so
yeah,
maybe a bit less of it.
A fermented chili bean sauce.
Oh yeah, you should use that. I didn't explain why I included the bean paste in my recipe is because traditionally pad Thai is made with dried shrimp and like other like dried seafood products. So like if you want to make a vegan version, you want to have like sort of like a replacement for like that like sort of funky seafoody flavor. So that's why I'm using this fermented bean paste because it sort of replicates that flavor.
Okay, this doesn't smell good, so I'm gonna. Another pro tip is if you can't open a jar, just whack it really hard with a spoon on the corners and it opens very easily.
Oh really? I usually like run under I think warm water or something.
I think it does something to the air pressure, like both of the methods.
Yeah. Do you make this? I was gonna ask, do you make this recipe a lot, or like what's your go-to like favorite meal to cook?
Like on a weeknight, like a quick dinner.
Yeah, sure. Or like your favorite thing to cook?
Favorite meals. I don't actually. Oh yeah, I do cook this a lot, but it's like something I really like get for takeout as well. But if I'm like lazy and I want to cook something, probably like a good like teriyaki fried rice would be really nice. Yeah. And like you can get all the veggies in.
Well, I'm excited to try this because I've never had pad Thai before.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man. I think my favorite noodle dish is mee goreng.
Yeah, mee goreng. Yeah, mee goreng is really good. Do you use the instant kind or?
No, like before my family used to go to like the restaurants and get it, but I need to like learn how to make it at home because when I used to eat it, it was before I was vegan. But I think I had it once. There was one place in Vancouver that actually made it vegan for me, but I don't know. I'd love to like learn how to make it at home.
Oh yeah, I might try to come up with a recipe.
Okay, yes, please. If you do, I will make it. I'll copy your recipe.
All right. Okay, Jennifer. Do you have fried tofu?
Okay, I got this thing called spiced dried tofu from TNT. It looks like what you're holding. So yes.
But that's good. Yeah. So just that looks good. Just chop it up into little cubes.
Okay.
So
Ooh, this has an interesting texture. Do you know if I can eat this like by itself without cooking it?
I would advise you to cook it because you can probably
So
eat
good.
it. Did you
It's
eat
just
it?
soy.
I mean, you can always eat like raw tofu, I think, but
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, I personally don't
Okay?
like it.
Like, how big are the cubes? Can you show me one of yours?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Those are cute. I'm gonna cut mine like that.
Yeah, just little cubes, like bite-sized. You don't want like a huge mouthful, and you want it to like spread throughout the noodles as well.
Mine are more like rectangles, but I think it works. And just one is fine? Like, I have a handful.
Yeah, or you can have as much as you'd like.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm
do
also
one for
just
now.
gonna chop up some peanuts for like topping.
I think one thing that I struggle with when I cook is portion size. So like last night I made a really bad pasta and I put too much like tofu as a base, and I just had to I overcompensated with like a bunch of chili and like garlic powder and stuff. But I don't know, what are some tips with portioning, like, because I don't really measure things.
Right. You say you put too much tofu in a dish, or?
Yeah, like I always end up doing this. Like I end up putting too much pasta or too much veggies or too much of something in it. So like, do you recommend measuring it with like a scale, or do you recommend, is there like a better way of like, should I be using cups or should I be, because I usually just eyeball things anyways, but I end up doing too much of something.
I think I'd only eyeball something if like it's like my 10th or like my 5th time making it. If this is my first time making it, even me, like I definitely like look at recipes and see what the proportion is, because you can never be so sure if you've never made it before. But yeah, I definitely like look up or like measure it in cups or like any sort of measurement tool you like. Grams is definitely like, if you look at someone's like recipe and it's in grams, like that's definitely like, if you follow it to the T, like you probably can't go wrong unless the recipe itself is like flawed. But yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not measuring it. It's my first time making this, so I'm glad I have you here.
But yeah, generally like that, I guess that, yeah, you can just do a quick Google search and see how people like generally do it. I think there's a question in the chat.
Yeah. So what if you start adding small portions and then you stop once you feel like it looks okay? That's what I do sometimes.
Oh, but that won't work if you're like cooking pasta, because like, yeah. I mean, if you only cook a little bit, you have to cook more. That's like a little bit yeah. But yeah, that definitely works if you're doing tofu like this, like these kind of tofu. You can just like suddenly chop more and throw it in.
Yeah.
But
or like with spices or something, right?
Yeah.
So it
depends on what.
It's a good idea to like kind of measure beforehand and prep before you. Oh yeah, they meant like for seasonings and spices, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Seasoning, spices, I always do it to my taste. So I always taste the dish a lot like while I'm making it. Like even the sauce. Say I mix the sauce and I definitely I taste it first.
Should I mix the sauce too?
Oh yeah, we should mix the sauce. I didn't mix it yet. And the sauce is very easy. You prep it beforehand and it's just like combining the ingredients. Just get a spoon.
Was that you whacking the, yeah.
No, that's a spoon.
It's whacking her jar.
So, Yeah. Wait, did you find tamarind?
No, but I searched up substitutes, so I have vinegar and brown sugar here with me. Only I can't open this jar of
Tamarind.
soybean paste.
Tamarind is one of my favorite things ever, and I'm Sri Lankan, so in our cooking and like a lot of our curries, we put tamarind, like sometimes like fresh or like it's really good. And
Yeah,
we have these little tamarind
is
candies
magic.
too. Yeah, it's magic, right?
Yeah, tamarind is magic, but like sometimes I get that you it's hard to find in the US. Like right now, I don't have it either because I ran out. So yeah, I'm gonna show you a quick substitute as well. Wait, Jennifer, you're muted.
Yes, I was trying to whack my jar into submission, but I opened it, so it's all good.
Okay, so yeah,
I also
usually.
have mild miso.
Oh, nice.
That's my grandpa.
Hi.
Told him not to come in while I'm cooking because I have a knife in case something goes wrong, but yeah. Okay, so I have miso and soybean paste. Is that enough?
Yeah. So when I don't have
Shoot, I need a new bowl.
I try to I just add more soy sauce and because tamarind is sort of like
Yeah, I have to.
tamarind is sort of
Wait,
like
do I still need my
citrus.
knife? I'm gonna put it away. Okay.
Yeah, you don't need your knife.
Okay, good.
Tamarind is like a citrusy sort of. It's like a very unique flavor, and I don't advise substituting, which is like today I'm substituting, but.
Should I just not add it then?
Oh no, I just add more soy sauce. So
Oh,
whatever,
okay.
however much. So like my formula for like sort of getting tamarind down is like more like this dark soy sauce, and like a fresh squeeze of flew out. Fresh squeeze of lime, because like it's got that like tangy, like a citrusy flavor, and tamarind is actually pretty sour, so you need like 1 or 2 limes.
Yeah, it's like super sour. Like your face is gonna be like squished up when you eat it.
Why would I want that in my food?
But it's really good.
It's so good.
I have vinegar and like I couldn't find tamarind, so.
Yeah, you can use vinegar as well, but I like
Okay,
the flavor of lime more, because
I do not have lime either.
just use vinegar then.
Okay. How much was I supposed to add?
Vinegar?
Yeah.
Uh,
Because it says substitute like 1 tablespoon for 1 tablespoon of vinegar and brown sugar. So I hope this works.
Okay, add the vinegar last, and like add half first, and then adjust like when you taste the sauce.
What about the other stuff?
So right now I'm doing. So if you look at the recipe, I'm doing 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce instead of the tamarind.
I only have regular soy sauce. Like this is that okay? I just have soy sauce. I don't know what this. I don't think this is the original thing because we just reuse the container.
Oh yeah,
is that
I mean,
okay?
It probably won't taste as good as mine, but it'll be good.
Fine.
Because if you want like really good, like, and also the color, like if you see the picture I took, like that color is from dark soy sauce because it gives it a really nice color.
Oh.
And tamarind is like has a pretty dark.
So what is the brand that you just used of that bottle? Yeah.
Dark, so Tamari. The brand is the same, like the Kikkoman.
Woman, oh, okay.
It's called Tamari. Tamari is it's just darker soy sauce with, it's like been fermented longer, I think, and it's got a more viscous like consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Shelly said in Mexico they make candy with tamarind with sugar and chilies. Yeah, I've had that and it's really good too. And like one of my favorite candies from Sri Lanka is a tamarind candy, but we don't put like chili on it. It's like actual like little like hard toffee candy, and it's kind of sweet and sour. It's really good.
I've never had that. Maybe I'll definitely try it one day.
Find it online. Yeah.
Oh, and I did exactly what I said not to do in the recipe, which is actually, yeah, the miso. Do you have the miso? So you want
Yes,
to,
but okay, wait. So if I don't have dark and light soy sauce, I can just add like regular soy sauce. So it's just 1 tablespoon of each. So I just add 2 tablespoons of the regular.
just add like, just replace all the dark soy with regular soy.
Okay, I don't want to get out my measuring spoon, so let's just
Wait, is
hope.
yours low sodium?
I
Or do you
don't know.
Or you might want to taste the sauce then, because I call for low sodium, so you get
I'm
more the
pretty sure it
umami
is.
than the
Like,
saltiness.
I think it's fine.
So
Yeah.
what happened with the miso?
Oh no, yeah. So miso, I said in the recipe to like loosen it with water first, but I mean, I think, yeah, either way works. You want 1 tablespoon of that. So yeah, a tablespoon into the sauce.
Andrew
Extra.
is asking, is the light soy sauce the same as regular soy sauce?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's just regular soy sauce. But I don't know, like Chinese people, like Taiwanese people call it like light soy sauce, because to make it like a distinction between the light and dark, I guess.
Okay. Should I mix the miso with the soy
Yeah.
sauce?
Just mix everything. And I generally like mix it before it gets too much liquid, so otherwise it'll be hard to mix.
I have a question. So you said that it's a good idea to mix the miso with warm water or something, right? But doesn't it water down? So like what you're doing right now, doesn't that add more flavor because you're mixing it with the soy sauce and that's like liquid too?
So the water I still add it later, but I call in the recipe to like combine with the miso first, so it'll be easier to get like because you loosen the paste and then you add it to the soy sauce. It's just easier, like if, because people might be like, I don't know, I was thinking people might struggle to like loosen the paste if they add miso last, because that would be pretty hard. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, wait, what is the sauce supposed to look like right now? Okay.
I've only added 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of tamari, and 1 tablespoon of brown miso. And I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of sriracha, but I guess you can omit it if you
If I
want it.
omit it, then wouldn't mine be too like not liquid enough?
You might lose like a bit of volume as well.
Okay, I'm
so.
gonna add water then.
You shouldn't actually, yeah, just, yeah, it's up to you. But if you add too much, you can taste the sauce if you're like right after we finish adding everything, and if it tastes good to you, then it'll be good. Yeah, that's my brother.
Okay, I'm so glad no one can see my sauce right now.
When you're in the
Truly
fridge.
lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce.
Okay, doubanjiang.
Oh, do I even have?
Oh, you
Wait,
have that,
Oh,
right?
that's soybean paste, right?
Yeah, the bean paste.
Okay. Oh my gosh,
So
I'm
I
using
go
so
for
many
like
spoons.
a teaspoon of that.
What? That's so little.
Oh no, it's like very salty and like a lot of flavor. So 1 teaspoon is plenty.
Okay. I have like 3 spoons inside my bowl right now.
That's good. I have 2.
My bowl is really, really small.
Okay, and lastly,
Starting to look better.
2 tablespoons of water.
Oh, I already added water.
Okay.
Does it matter if it's hot or cold water?
No, because you're gonna cook the sauce anyways.
I think I added too much water.
Yeah, you should have a pretty viscous sauce. Like if you're, oh my god, I splashed it on my computer.
Yeah, I added too much water. Can I taste it now though?
Yeah, taste it. Did you add the vinegar yet?
No, I didn't. How much do I
Just-
add?
I go for
Let me just.
try like a, I don't know, like a teaspoon first, and like just like adjust.
Oh, I
Taste it
forgot
and
about the
adjust.
vinegar. I shouldn't have added the water because now it's like very liquidy.
Do you have advice for like thickening sauces once it's too
Cornstarch?
watery?
Too liquidy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I add
You
flour.
you can have a
cornstarch.
little bit of cornstarch to it, but it definitely change the
Cornstarch.
texture.
Okay, I'm gonna taste it. It's really salty. Is it supposed to be like that?
It should be pretty salty because you're like you have a lot of noodles.
Okay.
Like, cause yeah, you're not just gonna drink the sauce itself by itself. But I just taste it for like the acidity a little bit.
I hope I don't add too much cornstarch and then it thickens too much.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't want too much.
Just put one. I think you put two. Did you just put two?
I put two very, very minuscule amounts.
With two what?
And it didn't
Cornstarch?
thicken, so I might add more.
Wait, cornstarch? It won't
Okay, wait, can
thicken
you check the
unless you cook it.
consistency of this?
It won't thicken unless you
Is that good?
unless you cook it. Oh yeah, that looks good. Don't
Oh,
add
really?
any more. Because cornstarch, it won't thicken until you've heated it up, like when it boils.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
So
no,
how much did you add?
like two tiny amounts. I guess we'll
that's-
find out.
That's fine. I thought you meant 2 tablespoons. That would be a huge mess. Like if that's
Oh,
two
no.
tablespoons, you'll have like a block of noodles.
Bro,
I don't know
oh
how
my
to
God.
save you.
I'm done the sauce now, right? I didn't add a lot of vinegar.
Yeah. It's up to your taste, but it's supposed to be pretty pretty acidic to cut through to all the like the saltiness.
It is really acidic. Okay, I think my
That's
sauce
good.
is good.
Okay,
looks so
yeah.
much better.
Now we've got pretty much everything ready, and turn on your stove.
Wait, is there gonna be a lot of sizzling oil? Because I'm really scared of that.
There's definitely gonna be a little bit, but not a lot.
Is this okay, like for a pot?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's perfect. So I'm gonna move you guys.
And then I put the garlic and the onion, shallot in first, right? How much oil do you put on the pot beforehand?
I go for 2 to 3 tablespoons. If you're on a diet, then 2 tablespoons.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because you don't want the noodles to stick together.
Okay.
If you
Wait,
don't add
but
enough oil, they will stick together.
do I have to add the oil like when the pot is hot, or can I just add it and then turn on the stove?
Either way works.
What if you use like a non-stick pan?
I'm using a non-stick pan. It works as well. You can also use a wok, or I prefer a wok if I have one.
Wait, is this a wok?
Not really.
No, a wok is like way bigger and it's kind of
Yeah.
like
Okay.
kind of
I don't know if people can see.
Yeah, Andrew says a wok needs really high heat too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems dangerous.
Yeah, my mom cooks with that. I don't touch that.
Okay.
Yeah, a wok is definitely something you learn to use. Not like
I put
Wait.
it on medium-high heat. And that's fine, right? I don't want the oil to start popping.
Yeah, so medium-high heat.
Okay.
I had a little bit too much oil, so I'm gonna put out a little bit.
Okay. Can oil burn?
Oh yeah. So you just feel like
Okay,
just feel that
I
if
think
it's
my
hot,
oil
then
is
it should be
ready.
hot. Okay, yeah, then put in the actually I usually go for the brown sugar first. Or just brown sugar. Do you have brown sugar?
Yes, but like how much do I put?
I did 2 tablespoons in the recipe.
2 tablespoons? Right in the oil?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, wait, is this a good utensil to use? Like this
What?
flipper? Do I
yeah,
use this?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good. You don't want to use like metal against yours looks like a non-stick pan, right? Is it? Or is it
I don't
not?
know. I just use it.
I like to melt the brown sugar first and like caramelize or like melt it a little bit. Like caramelize a little bit. So like that's sort of like the trick. I don't see a lot of people doing it, but it gives the sauce more flavor. So
My
you're
brown
melting
the sugar is just turning more brown.
Yeah, that's good. Is it
Wait,
melting?
what does yours look? I don't know. Mine looks
Just
like yours.
Keep stirring it. Like look, it'll start melting. Look at it.
What? Maybe I added too much sugar. It's kind of bubbling
No, I don't
now.
think so. That's good. Don't cook it too much. Now you want to just quickly add the garlic.
But it hasn't melted.
That's okay actually. You just want to toast it a little bit.
It looks like a
Because
slug.
you'll keep cooking it as you cook the garlic. And the shallots as well. Garlic, shallots, and
This is very weird. I've never done this before. Just the garlic, right? No shallot?
No, he said all of it. So like shallot, onions.
Really? I always add garlic first before I do onion. Because the garlic... No, actually, I add onion before the garlic.
I think
because the garlic browns faster.
Right?
I don't know.
And the chilies. Did you add the... Oh, wait, you're not adding chilies. Never mind.
No.
I did. Oh, I added the chilies.
Oh, no,
this smells really good.
A little bit too hot.
Hey, wait, I want to see what yours looks like. Because mine is like...
A little bit too hot right now.
Mine is just very colorful. Like, okay, I don't know if you can see, but it's very colorful.
That's good. This whole thing is very fast. The whole thing is super fast. So now add the tofu cubes.
Oh my god. I can't. I hate timed things. Wait, what if my garlic and onion, they aren't ready?
I mean, you don't want them to be like super done. Just not like just like aromatic is fine. But you'll keep cooking them.
This smells so good. But the sizzling oil is scaring me a little bit.
Don't be scared.
Yours looks so good.
So how many years have you been cooking for, George?
I've been cooking for... I've been cooking for... I guess I've always really liked cooking and I don't know. I always had a little interest in cooking, and I used to like make like breakfast and stuff, like or like just try like easy stuff when I'm like when I don't know, like when I was like 14, I guess 13.
Wow.
Yeah, and then yeah, when I went to culinary school, it really like changed my outlook on food because
Yeah, it's so
I don't know.
interesting because you went to culinary school when you were really young, right?
Yeah, when I just turned 18, so I was the youngest one in the whole class.
Yeah.
So
So my classmates were like 30 something.
Oh
20
wow.
something.
Was it like a year program or?
It was 1.5 months.
Oh, okay.
Wait, yeah. Wait, give me a second. My tofu is about to burn. So once you got some very nice color on the tofu.
Ooh.
Oh wow. You're gonna add your noodles.
Okay. I feel like an expert.
And then immediately add the sauce.
Okay, I think
Might splatter a little bit, but
that's what I'm afraid of. Why would you tell
keep
me
stirring.
that? You know, it's interesting because you mentioned in culinary school that like most of the dishes were meat, right? And then now you make vegan recipes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty big change. And also, I learned it was culinary school in Paris, so there was zero Asian cooking, so I had to learn Asian cooking all by myself.
Wow.
But it's the techniques that really helped me from culinary school.
So the techniques are kind of like universal.
Oh yeah, like I'm pretty sure like French technique, like French culinary is very like I would argue like it's pretty much like the basis of a lot of cooking. They use French techniques as well, even if you're not cooking French food. So yeah, I think, and you can taste the noodle to see if it's done.
Wait, am I supposed to add sauce?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
adds the sauce with the.
What? Already?
Together. Yeah.
Ah!
Quick. I'm already eating.
Oh my gosh. Is it okay if I added it a bit later? I guess we'll find out.
Did you add the noodles in too? Like, is everything in the pot?
Yeah, the noodles are already in.
Okay.
All right, mine is done. And you should taste it to see if it's taste it to see if it's the noodles are ready. It might taste pretty salty right now, but that's because you haven't added any bean sprouts. And once, oh wait, are you done yet? Once it's done, you're gonna add bean sprouts, and like this is already off the heat, so the heat is already off, and you're just gonna stir it in.
Okay. So the beans balance the flavor of the saltiness, right? Because it's very mild.
I don't have time to taste my noodles, so I'm just gonna hope that it's okay.
When you taste the noodle right before adding any bean sprouts, it'll taste very salty.
And I turn off the heat before adding the bean sprouts, right?
Yeah, you just want to just stir it around for a bit. Oh no, I dropped the bean sprouts on the.
Mine looks.
And the
I don't know what
scallion segment.
Oh,
in.
Where are they? Okay. Ooh, this actually looks really good. Oh, I should have put some carrots in here.
Andrew's asking how long did the noodles take to cook? Like, I guess I'm assuming while you stir fry everything together, right?
Yeah, and also
they were pretty soft.
It was already sort of pre-cooked.
Yeah.
Before you put it in, because you already soaked it. Yeah. So it basically takes no time to cook, and again you add it together with the sauce, so you can just cook it for a little bit and then taste it to see if it's cooked.
So the portion you made right now, George, is that for yourself or are you gonna share it?
It's for I do it for like 2 people.
Okay.
This is enough for 2 people. Two. Actually, it's I can finish it, but I'll be very full. And for two people, it's like just perfect.
Are the noodles supposed to be al dente? Like
It's supposed to be
chewy?
soft.
It does taste good,
Al
but the
dente.
texture
Like
is just.
I wouldn't use al dente on like pad thai noodles because it's like pretty different. But like texture is like that, and it shouldn't stick together, and it should have a sort of a chew, but it still also be soft.
What if it's not?
What do you mean if it's not?
Like it's al dente. What do I do?
Is it crispy?
No, it's not. Let me just.
If it's just cook it however you like it, because
Okay, I turned the heat back on, so hopefully.
or like if you had pad thai before, just like base that
I've
on.
never had pad thai.
Never
before.
had eaten the dish before.
No. Ah!
Oh my god! I don't know how to. It should
Okay,
it should be softer than pasta. Like if your pasta is cooked to this level, then
it's like chewy,
probably
like
messed
a
up.
gummy.
Yeah, but the rice noodles itself, even when it's soft, it's still gummy.
Oh, okay, then, well, I did it right then.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. It tastes really good. It's just I can't get over the texture. I've never had it before.
Yeah,
Wait.
if you never had it before, it definitely feels like pretty new.
So you haven't even had like rice noodles and other things like a salad or
A salad?
like yeah,
Noodles
people have,
in
like,
salad?
yeah, I've seen that. I've had that before. It's like rice noodles and like
No, I've never.
or
I
what
got it
about
like a
pho?
Vietnamese.
Yeah, like Vietnamese food. Like how about pho? Have you had that?
Yes, but the noodles were always soft.
It's
So
pretty similar.
yeah.
I mean, but of course, if you're doing it in a soup, it's like softer.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wow, this actually looks pretty good. I'm surprised.
Why are you surprised?
Because it was like, I'm not an expert. I had to substitute and change so many things.
Does Jennifer have the same noodles or are they different?
Wow. Look!
Oh,
that looks so
Oh,
good!
wow. Wait, that's
right?
good. Wait, that looks a lot better than mine. Actually,
What? No way. I'll tag you in my Instagram story post. And I'll tag
wait,
SFSS
wait,
underscore events.
let me put it in my bowl as well.
Wow, I feel like a master chef right now. They should make a cooking show for people who don't know how to cook like me. It would be very entertaining.
Well, this is probably not a.
Camera eats first, so. If you.
I already photographed this dish like 5,000 times, so.
If anybody makes this recipe, please tag SFSS underscore events. I want to see how you do. Because if I can make this, so can all of you.
You can tag me as well, if you like.
I will. I'm gonna do it right now. Okay, I need like a better setup than my cutting board. Ooh. I'm actually surprised by how well this turned out.
George, I'm gonna put your Instagram on the chat.
Okay.
Put SFSS underscore events too. The next giveaway, oh my gosh, Aniki, the next Instagram giveaway for September is gonna be Flour Girl Baking.
Oh wow!
Vegan cinnamon buns.
That's my favorite.
Me too.
But yeah, my Instagram page is dedicated to vegan recipes, mostly vegan Asian recipes, and I'm sort of a amateur food photographer, I guess.
Your photos are so good.
They're alright. I use a camera.
Okay. Wow, this is
If you're
what it
wondering,
looks
I use
like.
this camera.
Oh, I have like a blue light filter on, so maybe you can't tell, but I am so proud. This looks so good. And it tastes good too.
Do you have peanuts?
Now I
Or
have an entire jar of soybean paste. What can I do with this? Oh shoot, I don't have peanuts. Does crunchy peanut butter work? Should I drizzle it on top?
oh no, don't do it. If you don't have peanuts, you can use like almonds maybe, but
I
you don't have
have pecans, and walnuts.
You can add that. You can chop it up and add it for some
I just put
textural
the knife
contrast.
away.
And this rustic-looking bowl is perfect for food photography.
Wow. Okay, I don't think these nuts are gonna work. So I'm just gonna put
And
them
don't
away.
add it.
What kind of camera do you use for your food photography?
Here. I use a Canon, a mirrorless. It's called EOS M50.
Oh, nice.
This is so good. Wow. I gotta show this to my family. They're not gonna believe I made this.
Yeah, you get the little bits of tofu. It's gonna be a mukbang show.
Oh, my tofu pieces are not cut right, so. Wow.
And like more lime on the side if you feel like it more sour. Yeah,
That's
like the noodles are like
awesome.
that.
Okay, I'm gonna enjoy this later. But I guess thank you everybody for coming. I hope you learned something new. I see the chat has like a bunch of things, but I haven't had time to read them because I was very panicking over my sauce and everything. So Gordon Ramsay is quaking.
Kevin. Kevin.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I am hoping to host more cooking workshops sometime in the future. But that is to be decided. So follow SFSS_events if you want to keep updated on our events. George, do you want to plug your website or something one last time?
Oh yeah, so I'm on Instagram as at Shay with a Z, CHEZ.JORGE. And yeah, if you like vegan food or I don't know, like you want to learn how to like more like recipes, vegan Asian food, I got that on my page. So and also if you make this recipe, you can tag me and then I'll see it. I reply to all my messages. So
yeah, that's awesome. And this recording will be up, and I'll send an email to all our attendees. It'll also be up on our social media. So yeah, thank you for coming.
So Jennifer, we're gonna share it on our Facebook pages, right?
Yeah, I'll get Sindhu to share it. And
okay, cool.
Yeah, it'll be like everywhere.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so thank you so much for coming, everyone. Hope you had fun.